Hello, everyone. Welcome to the latest edition of the We Can't Wrestle podcast. The brothers Max and here with you. I'm Nate. That's Aaron.
Hello, everybody.
And actually got to open the house up today. Let some fresh air in.
I got a window open right now. It's fucking 7. It's like 70 degrees outside. Jesus Christ.
Me too. It's wonderful.
Yes.
Yes, spring is upon us. Hallelujah.
There's going to be a 60-day period where it doesn't suck to live in Ohio, but there's going to be a 60-day period where it's not like miserable outside in Ohio.
Because then in about, like Aaron said, in about 2 months, it's going to be 96 degrees for 3 months.
Yes.
No clouds, no rain.
It'll never rain. Just like, can it rain? Please.
If it gets to feel like it's the same day over and over again.
Please just rain.
That's what they call the dog days of summer, I guess.
Yeah. God damn it, will you just rain? And like the first time you see it snow, you're like, oh, this is nice. Because it's like crisp and everything smells, you know what I mean? Like the crisp air smells good or whatever. And you're like, ah. And then it's just like, oh no.
Here comes the 40 below zero. Here comes the snow that snows and stays on the ground for 5 weeks.
Yeah, like October winter, like I said, I don't know if it makes sense, but like the air smells crisp. Like right now when you go outside, like there's like campfires going and people are grilling and you get that smell.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the first I don't know if the crisp air smell makes sense, but you're like, yeah, that's nice. And then it's just miserable. Yeah, we got 2 months where it's going to be great.
Yeah. So originally this week, what we were supposed to do was we had done a couple weeks ago, we did our draft 1995 episodes of the show. Then we were both going to book a month's worth of television using our rosters that we drafted, which I did. However, I can't find the notebook that I booked my shows in. So I'm going to find that in the meantime. And at some point, we'll do my 1995 drafted shows from January of 95. I apologize to anyone that was really chomping at the bit to hear my fantasy booking. But
and in my defense, I didn't do all mine yet because I thought Nate was going to do his. Like I bookended it. Like I booked my first show and then I booked my pay-per-view. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to think of the ideas in between it. I was like, I got a week to do it. Nope, I don't.
Now you have even more time.
Yes.
So what we've decided to do as an emergency or whatever to get a show out this week, do something, is both go into our vast collections of wrestling magazines. I pulled one out here from the cover date is October 1995. You know how magazines work. That means that the shows that are in the Arena Report are from April. But anyway, it is we're just gonna get into the Arena Reports, and so it's always fun to do this. And some of these magazines, take a look at some of these cards.
Yeah, and
was it a good card? Was it a bad card? We'll do a couple indie cards, maybe a WWF or two, a WCW or two. Man, did that card stink or what have you? But yeah, we'll just go back and forth for around an hour, and that's how we'll entertain ourselves and you, the listeners, on this edition of the show. If it sucks, it's because we have done no preparation whatsoever.
Those usually are better.
So,
you said yours is from 95?
Mine is from 95. The shows that are in the magazine are from April and May of 95.
Yeah, see, that'll be kind of fun because we'll kind of talk about some of the guys will be fantasy booking. So there you go.
Did you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I can go if you want. Like I said, I pulled out 2 of them just to make sure we had time. So do you want July 1988 or February 1990?
How about you do 88? I'll have one in the 90s. You have one in the 80s.
All right. Well, the cover of this magazine, the color centerfold's Kurt Hennig. The Rock and Roll Express versus the Midnight Rockers. So I'm thinking that's like a either. So that match happened, and then it's WWE press conference or WWE PWI press conference. Hulk Hogan. I've been in a dream world, and Andre is my worst nightmare, and it's got Hogan and Andre staring at each other. I know this isn't what we're supposed to do, but it's kind of fun looking at the cover once I start looking at it. Divide and Conquer, Al Perez fiddles by world class Burns. The Molding of Champions, Mike Rotunda gives Sting a Variety Club education. And after 4 years in the WWF, Brutus Beefcake is primed for greatness.
What do that
I don't know about
could?
that. What do that could? And at the
Yeah,
time,
there's a
this
lot.
magazine,
I was about to say there's a lot on that cover.
yeah, and I mean, Andre and Hogan are like the big picture, and then the Express and Midnight's are the corner picture, and then the rest of it's text. But here in the States, it was $2.25. In Canada, it was $2.95, and in the UK, $1.50, or whatever you want to call it.
A pound and a half.
A pound and a half, pound and 2 stones. I don't fucking know what they do over there. But the issue I see with this is it doesn't really tell the promotion. So I guess we'll just have to base it off the company. Most of it, yeah, it should be pretty. Some of them I might not know, you might, but most of them look like they're WWF, but anyway, or WWF NWA. But anyway, the first card is the East Rutherford, New Jersey. It's at the Byrne Meadowlands Arena. The Iron Sheik defeated SD Jones. Sika defeated Lanny Poffo. And I'll just read these, and if you have something you want to say, go ahead and say it. The Ultimate Warrior and Hercules Hernandez battled to a double disqualification. Don Morocco and Dino Bravo were both counted out. Ken Patera and Hacksaw Jim Duggan defeated Demolition and Mr. Fuji. Demolition is going into the Hall of Fame, so
yes,
congratulations on that.
Super news there.
Fuge is also in the Hall of Fame. I don't think Ken Patera is.
What the fuck do you mean I'm not in the fucking Hall of Fame?
But I'm super excited that he is now that he could, because I want to hear that Hall of Fame induction now that they're a little less PC. Hulk Hogan defeated the Honky Tonk Man by disqualification. And then Ron Bass pinned the Junkyard Dog. Harley Race pinned Outback Jack. Jesus Christ.
Man, this is some of this is pretty. I was just like from the beginning with the what was that SD Jones? Who did SD Jones fight?
Iron Sheik.
In 88, buddy. This is kind of a lumbering card.
Well, my thing is Harley Race versus Outback Jack. It's like, okay, it's like the two polar opposites. Like the third greatest of all time versus Outback Jack. It's like, god damn. And then in the main event, or I should say the final match, because if you notice, Hogan was buried in the middle, so he could get out of there. Brutus Beefcake pinned Greg Valentine. So that's how that went.
Just for my own recollection, I had to go and look just to make sure Ken Patera is not in the WWE Hall of Fame. He should be.
I think so.
WWE
he should be. Definitely. All right. And that was set in by Eloise Zeus.
Well, my cover, again, this is from 1995. Cover date is October. But again, the cards in here are from March or from April and May. Not a lot on this cover that I've got. The cover star is Razor Ramon. It's Razor's Edge. Ramon still cuts it as a bad guy. And then it says up at the top, it shows Randy Savage with Hulk Hogan in a sleeper hold. It says Savage versus Hogan. The feud will return. Oh, God, yes. The initial feud
over and over.
It's funny because the initial feud between those two is one of the greatest things in wrestling ever. And then after that, especially actually WCW, every time WCW tried to go to well with it, it just didn't fucking work. To me, it didn't even work when Hogan was in the NWO. Like, just, I don't know. It's Vince knew how to capture the magic, and everybody else just kept trying to capture the magic, and it didn't.
Yeah. It's kind of like Piper Hogan. It's like, God damn.
Yeah.
We're just beating this fucking horse. Which was WCW. The only one that WCW did that was a WWF feud that they did better was Savage and Flair.
Yeah, Savage and Flair was better in WCW. From my issue, would you rather have a major promotion card first or an indie promotion card first?
Well, I just did a pretty major promotion, so let's do an indie.
All right, let's see here. Indies are always fun.
Yes.
Let me take a picture.
I'm sure we'll hear about fucking King Kong Bundy and some random doink.
I'm trying to pick one that looks really fun. All right, let's see. Okay, here we go.
Excuse me.
How about the Mid-Eastern Wrestling Federation at Bingo Bills in Essex, Maryland?
Yeah. It's like a porno store.
April 23rd, 1995. I just thought of Bingo Bob from West Wing.
Yeah.
Then the opening match, Typhoon defeated Bastion Booger. So they're in Maryland using their WWF gimmicks because everybody did that. Whatever you were in the WWF, that's the gimmick you used.
No slight on Fred Otterman, but 95 Fred Otterman versus fucking
Bastion Booger,
Mike Shaw. God damn.
But like I said, notice they aren't Shockmaster versus Muck and Sing because you always use your WWF gimmick.
Yeah.
The NWA champion Dan Severn pinned Tommy Cairo.
All right.
Jim Neidhart pinned Vampire Warrior. Of course, Jim Neidhart's on this card.
Yes.
The Goodfellas defeated Marvelous Incorporated.
No idea.
Oh, I wish he was here. Chad Austin beat Joe Thunder at Bingo Bills. We'll have to remember to ask Chad about Bingo Bills in Essex, Maryland.
Fucking have no idea. He'll either have no idea or complete recollection of what happened.
It'd be like, yeah, the wall was green with the tint of brown.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember Joe Thunder.
Yeah. Good guy.
What a fucking idiot. Mark Schroeder won a 10-man battle royal.
All right.
Heavyweight champion Corporal Punishment beat Dr. Payne. Here's a fun name. Dave the Wave defeated Jeff Jones. Models Incorporated beat tag team champions Sweet and Sour to win the title. I hope they're an Asian team.
Yeah. or they run away like, you chicken.
Yeah, he's sweet and sour chickens. The Raven, not Raven, the Raven beat the Comet. And the light heavyweight champion, the Cat Burglar, defeated the Bonsai Warrior. So it's a Repo Man versus their Yokozuna.
Yokozuna. Yeah.
I like Dave the Wave. I like that name.
Dave the Wave.
You know he comes out to that Gary Glitter song.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, like puts his hands up and tries to get everybody, tries to get 7 people to do the like most depressing wave ever. There's one guy just like, fuck you, Dave the Wave. Alright, so we going back to 88.
Yes.
Fuck
you, Dave the Wave.
Well, I'll put it on you. I have another WWF show, an AWA show, or what I believe is Stampede.
Let's do the AWA show.
All right. The Evansville Coliseum in Evansville, Indiana. The Midnight Rockers, AWA. The Midnight Rockers, AWA. This is how it reads. The Midnight Rockers, AWA tag team title was held up following a double pin against the Rock and Roll Express. So that might have been the match we were just talking about on the front of the magazine. Jerry Lawler defeated Tommy Rich by disqualification. Jeff Jarrett. Maybe this isn't AWA. This might be AWA in Memphis.
It might be because this would have been around the time of what, Pro Wrestling USA? No, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and when Lawler got in with AWA, it threw me off because it said AWA World Tag Team Champions. So that's what it is. This is Lawler when he got in with AWA. So sorry, it wasn't an AWA card, but it was an AWA affiliated card. So
yes,
I should have read ahead. Sorry, but anyway, I'll restart just real quick to reset. Like I said, the Midnight Rockers AWA Tag Team title was held up following a double pin with the Rock and Roll Express. Jerry Lawler defeated Tommy Rich by disqualification. Jeff Jarrett beat Bill Dundee by disqualification. So they did 2 DQs in a row. Billy Travis beat Jimmy Jack Funk.
Billy Travis. Underrated.
Yeah,
I like Billy Travis. Not a guy that comes up a lot. So it just, when you said his name, like from watching Memphis and watching Global and everything, I was always a fan of Billy Joe Travis. I liked the guy. I thought he was like, he was good at being like one of those aloof kind of heels, like John Tatum, just kind of an aloof guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like Billy Travis.
And he could do whatever gimmick you wanted him to have. Like he could be a serious heel, or he could be like the flamboyant, is he gay, isn't he guy, that type of thing.
Or like in Global, he did like the pseudo honky tonk man kind of gimmick.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I dug Billy Joe Travis.
Well, he pinned Jimmy Jack Funk. And then Manny Fernandez wrestled to a draw with Max Payne.
What do you think happened with him?
With who? Manny Fernandez?
Yeah, like if you watch like 87 Crockett.
I like Manny. I know I'm a bigger fan of him than you are.
Mm-hmm. You watch 86, 87 Crockett before Magnum hits. Manny's like Dusty's guy. Like he's Dusty's sidekick. He looks like and then like after after
Didn't him and Rude bounce?
I don't think
Like
he
pretty
did. I
unexpectedly.
think just Rude did. But and I know they turned him on Jimmy Valiant and he went with Paul Jones and did the whole heel thing and everything and had the tag team with Rude, but I don't know. It seemed like once Magnum came along, they kind of lost their luster for giving Manny a baby face, a big baby face push.
Yeah. And like I said, it might have had something to do with the fact that
But I don't remember. I don't remember. I know Rude. I know when they were tag team champions, Rude hit the bricks and went to the WWF. But I don't know if Manny left too, or if he just got left in the dust because Rude left. I don't actually know, to be honest with you.
I feel like they were sounding like we're more on wrestling fans that don't know our facts. But I feel like he had something in that kind of slowed him down a little bit. I shouldn't say more on wrestling fans. I've listened to wrestling podcasts where guys are talking about stuff and like their facts are completely inaccurate. I want to just be like, what the fuck are you talking about? So I don't want to be like an expert or whatever, but I feel like it had something to do with that tag team title run.
Mm-hmm. No, and I wasn't trying to get us inside baseball or act like we were in the know. Yeah. I was actually talking about before that even happened. Like I said, it seemed like when instead of continuing to push.
Oh yeah, Manny, like his shit with Abby. Like he was over like Rover on that.
It just seemed
like Sombrero match or whatever.
It just seemed like once Magnum came in, they just dropped Manny. Again, he was still in the promotion. He turned heel. He did the whole feud with Valiant. Yeah. But I'm saying he was getting this huge babyface push, and then it was like Magnum became the new flavor of the, that they liked, and they just kind of stopped Manny's progress.
And I think part of it has to do with the fact too of like I said, I like Manny Fernandez. I prefer Manny Fernandez as a heel, like when he was with Paul Jones and Rick Rude and all that. But it's like you put funny because Manny, I think, is a better wrestler than Magnum TA, but he's not a more charismatic guy than Magnum, and like a flashier guy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that probably had something to do with it. And then in the main event, I guess you could call it the main event. A guy I know you were a big fan of, Gorgeous Gary Young defeated the Nightmare.
Yeah, that's another guy I like. I like Gorgeous Gary Young. I don't know why he never got. I wonder if the Nightmare is Nitro.
Oh, the Nightmare is Nitro. At this time, you could call him Nitro. You can call him the Nightmare. And in a few years,
he's going to be. He was Nitro. Once known. Yeah, he was once known as.
You know that one match I had with Gorgeous Gary Young when I was Nightmare? Yeah, forget about that. Now I'm Nitro. Nitro Danny Davis now.
Yeah, Gary Young's one of the guys that when I remember back when we were kids and stuff and teenagers and everything, he was one of the guys where I was always like, why isn't he in WWF or WCW? I liked Gary.
I think he was a homesteader.
Yeah, and of course, as a kid or a teenager, you don't fucking understand that, but yeah, I think so too. I don't know. I don't know if Gary Young's one of them guys that also got in trouble with the law. Yeah, there's a lot of those guys where it's like, why didn't he make it to the big leagues? He got fucking arrested and beat up his wife or whatever. I don't know. I mean, you can beat up your wife and be the biggest star in pro wrestling. Just ask Steve Austin.
What?
Let's see here. A little more mainstream from 1995. Let's go April 19th, 1995. The WWF in Hamburg, Germany.
All right.
Here's what the Germans got on this.
I'm sure Brett's on this card.
Oh, Brett's definitely on this card. You got to have Brett and The Undertaker if you're going to go over to Europe.
Well, Brett was fucking like there's a lot of times where you like I don't want to say Brett's full of shit, but Brett like hypes himself up.
Mhm.
Yeah, like, oh, is this or is that? And I was the biggest thing here. Like Brett was the fucking man in Germany.
Brett was the
Like
fucking
he
man
was
in
like,
Europe. Yeah.
but Germany, especially like he was like David Hasselhoff was pop. Fucking Brett was wrestling, man. They fucking loved that dude.
Mhm. Yeah, he's probably more over in Germany than he was in Canada.
Yeah.
Well, on this night, it's WWF at Sporthall in Hamburg. And we open up with, Adam Bomb beat Quang.
Meh.
Um,
Savio's good. Brian Clark
yeah.
sucked.
Well, but it's also Savio as Quang. So they're making him, he can't even wrestle like Savio, because they want him to do all these like silly martial arts moves, and he's got boring music. Everything about him's boring. Just boring.
Yeah. This is the Royal Rumble where he got to be in the middle of it when a couple other like when everybody was down, he was just doing stupid kung fu
Yeah.
motions, so
Yeah.
making
In the
himself
next
laugh.
in the next match, Henry Godwin defeated the Portuguese man of war, Aldo Montoya.
Right.
Lex Luger and Davey Boy Smith beat Kama and Tatanka. I've been watching, I'm into the Monday Night Wars now again in my chronological watching, but I just got done pretty much watching Luger's run in the WWF. And when you go back and like when we were watching it in real time, he seemed like he was one of the big babyface stars,
Yeah.
When you watch it as a whole over a couple month period or whatever, they gave up on him really fast. Like really fast. Like and
Yeah.
then like, he's getting Tatanka's beating him in a Survivor Series, getting pinned by King Kong Bundy, and then I think there's still another match on an Action Zone where he doesn't even beat Tatanka fair. Like he doesn't even pin Tatanka. He wins by DQ. Like just when you watch it as all at once, it's like, man, they really gave up on this dude quick and just put him into
They did.
whatever.
Watching it though, do you remember what I was saying about there was like a couple superstars like right before he left where he had like there was like a point where like um he got involved in like a couple of Diesel situations and like Diesel hit him
Mm-hmm.
like inadvertently.
Yeah, I don't know if their original plan was to turn him and Davey
I think it was.
heel.
I think they wanted when they were doing that Diesel Luger shit. I think they wanted to turn Luger heel, or at least make him like a tweener and do something with him and Nash.
Well, I mean, anything would have been better than what they were doing, and I've always been an advocate for Lex Luger's like 1,000 times better heel than he is a face anyway.
Yeah.
As a baby face, he always came off unnatural because he's a natural heel. Like he was not that he was a bad person. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess later on when we get later on he is, but
Yeah. Shivani said that the guy would sit in a bar and like pay a waiter like $50 to peel his shrimp for him. He didn't want to get the stank on his hands.
Yeah, natural fucking heel. Why you use him as a baby face, I never know. Yeah, yes. Luger and Davey Boy defeat Kama and Tatanka. Bret Hart defeats Owen Hart. There you go. The Undertaker defeats Bam Bam Bigelow. There's a Coliseum video. I don't remember which one it is that has an Undertaker versus Bam Bam Bigelow match on it that I have. I don't think they ever had a televised match against each other though.
Not that I remember. I wouldn't.
Which is kind of wild. But the match they have, like, of course, it's during the time when Undertaker he isn't allowed to like.
That's why I don't think he. Oh, so go ahead. Sorry.
He still has to be the gimmick But the match that I have that's on that I forget, it's on one of those Whack'em Smack'ems or something. But they have a really good match, Bam Bam and Undertaker.
All right.
I'm sure this one was good. Hakushi defeated the 1-2-3 Kid.
Yeah, that was definitely the banger of the night.
And in the main event, Diesel and Razor Ramon, New World Order, defeat Jeff Jarrett and Sid Vicious. So it's the NWO versus Team Memphis in Germany.
Yeah.
I don't know why Jeff Jarrett and Sid Vicious is a funny tag team to me. Like this flamboyant country singer teaming up with this big psycho.
Um,
I hope Jarrett put his glasses on Sid Vicious so Sid Vicious could laugh with those big sunglasses on.
so if this magazine was July, so it probably would have been what, March?
Yeah, about 3-4 months usually is your lead time.
Okay. And I just want to look it up some accurate. WrestleMania 3 was in March. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It was March 29th, 1987. I'm going to see if this interests you. I can either do that. I want to do both of them, but we can either do that Stampede show first, or
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even see this. There is a show from the Pontiac Silverdome, which would basically be a year after WrestleMania 3.
That's intriguing. It doesn't have the attendance either, does it?
It does not, but I'm sure it wasn't.
Well, no, I know it's not going to be. It's not even the WrestleMania level, but it just would be it would be interesting to see. Yeah, let's do that one first.
The Pontiac Silverdome show.
Yeah.
Because at first I was like, oh, it doesn't have a date.
No. Okay.
But I was just sorry. I know it's not now. It's not as intriguing or whatever, but just through magazine wise, I'm going to say it was probably a year ago that they went to Pontiac and did WrestleMania. And now, let's say it could be 10 months, it could be 8 months or whatever, but we're just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just fun. So it's the WWF and the Pontiac Silverdome. The last time they were there, obviously, was WrestleMania. In the way it's listed, the opening match, as they have it listed anyway, is Hulk Hogan and Bam Bam Bigelow defeating Andre the Giant and Ted DiBiase when Hulk Hogan pinned DiBiase. Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Oh, go ahead. Did you have something?
No, I was just going to say for people that don't know, they were at this point they were really high on Bam Bam. They were trying to give him a big rub with Hogan. They were actually going to put him in a feud with Andre, and then Andre didn't like him, and that kind of fucked him.
Yeah,
that's kind of the long and short of it.
Bammer always got fucked over in the WWF.
Mm-hmm.
Like every time it seemed like he was about to get it, just something fucking happened, man.
Politics, all politics usually too.
Yeah. But in that one, Hogan pinned DiBiase. And then Beefer beat Greg the Hammer Valentine. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Rick Rude wrestled to a double countout. And then the Bolsheviks defeated the Fabulous Raju. The Fabulous Raju. I can't talk.
The Fabulous Rougeau brothers.
Yes. Then Coco Beware defeated Dino Bravo by disqualification. The Jumping Bomb Angels defeated the Glamour Girls. And then the Outback Jack defeated Iron Mike Sharp. And this is why I think the cards reversed and how they're writing it, because Steve Lambardi pinned Brady Boone, which is what was funny to me, because like a year ago, the main event was Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant in the match of matches, the most epic match of all time. And we've come back, and now it's Steve Lambardi beating Brady Boone.
WrestleMania this ain't.
Yeah, that's why I don't know why I couldn't say Raj. I still can't say it. Fuck those guys.
the Ragu brothers.
The Ragu brothers. Rougeaus. There, I said it. Rougeaus. I got it out.
You got it that time. You weren't thinking about it.
Yeah. That was on one of my old DVDs. I can't even remember which one it was. I think it was the DVD of when the WWE put on that show in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the DVD extras at that time was like a match with those guys versus two. I can't even remember who they were fighting, but the announcer introduced them as the Ragu brothers. And Gorilla Monsoon was like, they're the Rougeaus. Ragu. It's a popular pasta sauce in the United States. That's not their name. But anyway.
I like how I felt like he needed to clarify that.
Yeah, it's a pasta sauce.
I was trying to see. This must be, and I'm sure it is, but this must be during one of those times where WCW just ignored doing house shows, because there's the only WCW cards in this magazine are like Saturday night tapings or whatever. So here we go. See, let's go to Westfield, North Carolina, April 22nd, 1995. Correspondent Dean Puckett that attended the AI. Dean Puckett, P-U-C-K-E-T.
Dean Pocket. That's what I thought you said. What kind of fucking name is that?
He attended AIWF at the Old Westland School Gym.
Oh, I'm sure he did. It's probably fun.
Well, in the opening match, the Indian Outlaw, he's half Cherokee and Choppaw, or whatever the fuck the song says. The Indian Outlaw defeated the Intruder.
I'm an Indian Outlaw. Half Cherokee and Choppaw. My baby, she's a Chippewa. Oh, she's a one of a kind. That's what it is.
And you know the guy came out to that song.
I can't say Rougeau Brothers, but I remembered that. Jesus Christ.
In the second matchup, the Intimidator and Jammer defeated Brian Danzig and the Phantom. Smilin' Diamond Dave and Roadblock Rex wrestled to a no contest when the Tennessee Violence Authority interfered and attacked both men.
All right.
Lightweight champion Chris Windham defeated Jumpin' Jimmy. U.S. champion Major Havoc defeated Robert Roma. And then sounds like they were doing an ongoing angle throughout the night here, because now the Tennessee Violence Authority defeated tag team champions Dixie Dynamite by disqualification when Smilin' Diamond Dave and Roadblock Rex interfered and attacked the TVA.
Dicks.
And then I'm sure they were all in this at the end of the show because Dangerous Don Carson won a battle royal, last eliminating Smiling Diamond Dave.
And none of them got paid for that extra battle royal. They got like a fucking hot dog. Like, you should be paying us. That's probably what they told him.
We got you the popcorn, and you can take your choice of one of those special popcorn toppings. You don't even have to pay extra for it.
Yeah.
Get the jalapeno ranch.
Yeah, put them truffles on it.
And feel free to put any toppings you'd like on those hot dogs. I mean, we only have ketchup and mustard, but feel free.
Yeah.
It's not like we have chopped onions or relish or anything here.
Yeah, don't think about putting them jalapenos on there. It's extra.
Give you the ring of fire, too. All right. Stampede, 1988.
All right. It's at the Exhibition Pavilion in Lethbridge, Alberta. Beef Wellington pinned Goldie Rogers.
Bet that was a ring-a-ding-dong dandy.
Oh, yeah. Fucking idiot. It's like the only thing I've... Like, Bret Hart's book is like... almost like a wrestling Bible for me. You know what I mean? But just... like, him and Mick have the best wrestling books. And I love Fred's book.
Right.
Like Fred, like I know him. I love Freddie Blassie's book because it's fucking Freddie Blassie. But Bret and Mick were like two guys that wrote every fucking thing down in their life, you know? And Bret is like the Bible to me. But the only thing, like when I read his book where he's like, oh, Ed Whalen was the best commentator of time. It's like, Jesus Christ, Bret, you're fucking wrong. That guy fucking sucked. But anyway, Beef Wellington beat Goldie Rogers. And then Rip Rogers and Kerry Brown defeated Johnny Smith and Chris Benoit.
Johnny Smith
Bruce
and Chris
Hart.
Benoit. Yeah.
Yes. Hell yeah. Johnny Smith, I mean, if people haven't watched any Johnny Smith stuff, go back and watch it. That fucking dude was awesome. I don't know why he never got a bigger break over here. I don't know if he just didn't want to come over here or whatever, but I'm not saying he was like on the level of Davey, but he was pretty fucking good. And then Bruce Hart and Brian Pillman defeated the Great Gama and Jerry Morrow. And then Makam Singh defeated Brian Pillman, who came back for another match by disqualification. So I thought maybe that match I thought maybe that card would be a little more fun than what it was, but I noticed it when it said Alberta. I'm like, oh, it's Stampede. But it wasn't Prime Stampede. This was after Vince told Stewie was gonna give him some money. I think this is when Bruce decided to start booking again and running shows, and that gave Vince is out for not giving Stu his money.
Yeah, that's one of the things that's another consistent thing in Bret's book is my fucking brother Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce fucked everything up.
All the time. Like not just once. Like all the time. Bruce is constantly fucking shit up.
Yeah, like he got him kicked off television for his fucking angles because they didn't want blood or violence or whatever, and he did it. And then like all Vince wanted was, and I'm not saying Vince is a saint,
right?
Because he's not. But Vince basically told Stu, I'll give you this, I'll fucking buy your territory, and I'll give you this money over a period of time. I'm not going to give you all of it all at once, but we'll book in Canada in that area, and I'll continue paying you as long as you don't promote. And it wasn't immediate enough. And Bruce didn't get a job, so he just started booking in Canada again. And Vince was like, "Huh? I fucking
And
told you not
it
to
is.
book."
It's literally like in Brett's book. I mean, I don't know the exact story, but it's one of those things where he's like in a hotel and he's wondering what's going on. Like there's some drama or something, and he's wondering what's going on. And one of the agents, whoever it is, Bruce Pritchard or whatever, tells him, "Well, your brother Bruce is out promoting in Saskatchewan." He's like, "My brother Bruce, what the fuck, man?" Like he just like he's just out there on the road and he's hearing about his stupid ass brother all the time. Bruce
Yeah.
is fucking shit up. It's I don't know. It's
Yeah.
comical.
He's fucking Fredo. Brett should have took him out on a fucking boat, man.
Oh shit. Let's go. That's no way that's this guy's name. There's no way that's this guy's name.
Well, it's gotta be if it's wrote down.
Oh shit. It's in a magazine. But anyway, let's go to Pennsylvania. The town is called Orwigsburg, Pennsylvania. April 21st, 1995. No. Okay, so the guy, the correspondent, quote unquote, that writes this in, his name is either Willie Titer or Willie Titter. Because it's Willie and then the last name is spelled Titer. Willie Titer. There's no way. There's no way that's his real name.
Well, he wants it to be.
Oh, shit. Anyway, it is International Championship Wrestling, ICW, at the Memorial Building in Orwigsburg, Pennsylvania. April 21st, 1995. Johnny Gunn beat Skull Von Crush by disqualification. Skull Von Crush is Vito, right?
Yes, I was gonna say that. That's Big Vito.
Assault and Battery beat Hardcore Generation.
I don't know who those guys are.
Wreak Havoc beat Mike Scroll. Alexander the Great beat Mikey Murphy.
Mike Scroll could be a gimmick now, and he's just like a guy that keeps getting pissed or pinned because he's like obsessed with his phone. Like he's just always on Facebook.
When he does pin somebody, his finishing maneuver is called doom scrolling. Alexander the Great.
Smash the like button.
Shogun beat Mike Thompson. Joe Savoldi beat Crash the Terminator, which of course is Hugh Morris.
I love when he talks about Kevin Sullivan calling him to work for WCW.
Okay, are you still wrestling? Are you still fat?
You still wrestling? Are you still fat? Yeah. All right, I got a job for you, buddy.
Skull Von Crush defeated Steve Dio, and in the main event of this show, the Bushwhackers defeated Brooklyn Brawler Steve Lombardi and Jim Neidhart.
Where was that at? Sorry.
Orwigsburg, Pennsylvania in April of 95.
That's very much a match that would be there. Real quick before I go into my next thing, like I don't know how, but somehow I got onto sometimes when you like click on something on Facebook, you wind up on a thing where it just like keeps showing you ads for it or what, like for a certain thing. I think one time I clicked on something for like Bobby Fulton, because Bobby Fulton does a lot of stuff up in Chillicothe, Ohio.
Yeah.
You know? Well, he put up like this big thing that he's going to do there. and he put up all these people that are going to be on his show, and one of the names was Doink. Okay, like
Okay.
Doink was going to be on this at this big um, fan expo card, and like one guy was like, "This is false advertising. Doink is dead. I can't believe this. Doink is dead." And like
Oh, where you been,
Bobby
pal?
Bobby Fulton's people, because I'm sure it's not Bobby Fulton, like,
Right.
answering to people or whatever, was like, there's multiple Doinks. Like, this isn't the original Doink, just one of the Doinks. Like,
Also,
but
wouldn't
this,
it wouldn't
God,
it be
sorry.
have what I was just gonna say, wouldn't it have been although morbid, I have a morbid sense of humor, but wouldn't it have been super funny if when Matt Bourne died, they did like the 10 bell salute to Doink on the WWE? He entertained millions.
Yes.
And they everybody's on the stage.
Yeah. And then when Dink died, they did a 5 bell salute. When a
Yeah.
midget wrestler dies, is, oh my God, it happened twice. Okay. I'm gonna read one of these. One of these. Oh, or did they accidentally post the same match? No, they didn't. Okay, because I'm up next, right? And this is gonna be
Yes.
our second to last one.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want an NWA show from the UCI Pavilion in Chicago or the Forum in Los Angeles?
Actually, I'd rather hear a NWA show from LA than from Chicago.
All right. This is the Forum in Los Angeles, California. Barry Windham and Lex Luger defeated Ric Flair and Tully Blanchard by disqualification. And then Road Warrior Hawk and Paul Ellering, substituting for Road Warrior Animal, defeated the Warlord and Barbarian in a $50,000 ladder match. So it's the Road Warriors versus the Powers of Pain in a ladder match.
Uh,
I don't know, man.
yeah. I
I
don't
know our
know,
ladder
man.
matches are different than we look at now, but I don't know if that was any good. And then Dusty Rhodes.
That's like when you said I don't know, man. You know, there's that episode of The West Wing where President Bartlett has to get on the phone with that guy that's stranded out during the hurricane, and he's just on the ship that repairs the other
Yeah,
ships.
he's like, I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. I think I'd ask for my money back.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the line. He's like, I don't know, man. I think I'd ask for my money back.
yeah. And then Dusty Rhodes pinned Larry Zbyszko in a no disqualification match. And then the Midnight Express battled Jimmy Garvin and Sting to a draw. Dick Murdoch pinned Bill Anderson, and then Ricky Santana beat the Hurricane Kid. And I know we're jumping ahead, or I'm jumping you, but this is why I was like, eh. Then they were in Chicago,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and Ric Flair beat Sting by disqualification. Luger pinned Arn Anderson in a steel cage match. Road Warrior Hawk and Animal defeated the Road Warrior and Barbarian in a $50,000 ladder match. So they did it
Jesus.
again. So in this 1 month, like, they made $100,000.
Yeah, they did. winning a match they shouldn't even be in.
Yes. And then Dusty beat Zbyszko. Rotunda defeated Nikita Koloff. Tully Blanchard beat Ricky Santana. And then Wyndham Garvin and Jimmy Garvin defeated the Midnight Express and Dick Murdoch. So they were going all over with this fucking ladder match with Road Warrior Hawk and Paul Ellering versus the fucking Powers of Pain. But I don't know. I don't know why that was interesting. It was like.
It's also interesting that at this time in 1988, Crockett is doing ladder matches, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I thought Stampede did them and then WWF did them. I didn't even know Crockett ever did any ladder matches.
Well, he did. They put 50 grand up each time.
What a rush. Now, would you rather hear another independent card as my second to last or an ECW card?
It's just 95. It's almost the same. I want to hear an ECW card because I want to hear if they have any randos on there.
Okay. Well, it's going to be one of their Florida cards.
There might be some randos then.
ECW in Tampa at the Expo Center, May 6, 1995. The opening match, Joe Malenko beat Miguel San Juan.
Yeah, see?
Yeah. Death Row 3260 and Stevie Richards defeated Phi Delta Slam. I knew Phi Delta Slam would be on this card since it's in Florida. They were like ECW's Florida stars or whatever. That Death Row 3260 guy, he's one of those guys you read about in the magazines all the time, but I don't know if I've ever even actually seen him.
Yeah, but he's fat.
Okay. Tasmaniac defeated Evil Snack. Maybe it's supposed to be Evil Snake because it's spelled SNAK. So maybe it's a misprint. But yeah, Tasmaniac Evil Snack. Maybe it's supposed to be Evil Snake and they forgot the E. I don't know.
Either way, it's stupid.
Ron Simmons beat Marty Jannetty. A match that you would like. I never knew that match happened. I never knew Ron Simmons wrestled
the most random match of all time.
It's great.
I don't know why it's funny you said it. That was the most fucking random match ever.
Chris Benoit and Dean Malenko defeated Norman Smiley and Mikey Whipwreck. Axel Rotten defeated Ian Rotten in a bad breed death match in which all weapons and foreign objects were legal.
Yeah.
As you can predict, Raven defeated Tommy Dreamer. The heavyweight champion, the Sandman, defeated Cactus Jack by disqualification. Shane Douglas was the special referee. I'm sure this is when they taped all those Shane Douglas at the beach things talking about Cactus Jack. Was probably while they were down there in Florida.
I feel like I remember watching some of these. A couple of these matches when we were reviewing those shows.
And tag team champions, the Public Enemy defeated the Pitbulls in a double dog collar match. But yes, Ron Simmons and Marty Jannetty.
Rando.
And did you have another card?
That's up to you. If you want me to, I can. And
you
then
can
it's
do one
fun
more,
because
and I'll do one more.
Sorry.
No, I was gonna say you do one, I'll do one, and we'll wrap it up.
All right. trying to find if there is something interesting they do in this. They have like a recap thing, like after everything, and I was gonna read through that after I
Okay.
do this show. Trying to find one that might be a little more interesting than some of the other, because it's a lot of WWF, and it's funny because they kind of talk to that. All right, this is just the Phoenix, Arizona, the Veterans Memorial Coliseum. Ted DiBiase won a 22-man bunkhouse battle royal by eliminating Butch Reed and the Ultimate Warrior. Then the Jumping Bomb Angels defeated the Glamour Girls. Ron Bass defeated the Junkyard Dog. Hercules Hernandez pinned Hillbilly Jim. The Ultimate Warrior defeated Harley Race. Harley Race has had a bad month. These fucking schlubs he has to wrestle. Then Ken Patera and Hacksaw Jim Duggan defeated Demolition and Mr. Fuji again. Jake Roberts pinned Butch Reed. Don Morocco and the one-man gang battled to a double countout. And then George the Animal Steel, substituting for Bam Bam Bigelow, was disqualified against Ted DiBiase. Bam Bam Bigelow versus Ted DiBiase in 1988 would have been a fucking great match.
Yeah, no shit.
So yeah, I mean, that card was what it was. The thing I thought was interesting was they had Teddy win the Battle Royal and not Warrior.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay.
Let's see. You said you had they have a recap thing or whatever.
Yeah, it says recap. Brutus Beefcake has emerged as a clear victor in his feud against Greg Valentine. Due to an injury, Billy Jack Haynes, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and Ken Patera are forced to wrestle in handicap matches against Demolition and Mr. Fuji twice, but emerged as winners both times. Hulk Hogan was relatively inactive throughout the month, although he scored a victory over the Honky Tonk Man without winning the Intercontinental title. Ric Flair has been successful in the chat has been successful against the challenge of Sting. Harley Race is showing his age in his feud with Hacksaw Jim Duggan. As always, the AWA title situation is generating a great deal of controversy, with both the World and Tag Team titles held up at one point. Attention to fans of AWA, CWA, WCCW, and the NWA shows. While things picked up a bit this month, we still need more results from these areas. The WWF reports continue to come in at a rapid pace, but we want to hear from you too. In other words, we're getting too much fucking WWF. Like, we can't keep, like, WWF is doing the same shows everywhere they go.
Over and over and
Over
again.
and over again. They have a model, and we need to be able to put different fucking shows in this fucking section of our book. God damn it. Which is what I thought that was funny. They're like, it keeps coming in at a rapid pace. Like, oh my God, they're doing fucking 7 shows a fucking night.
One day there's going to be a man. One day there's going to be a man named Willie Titer, and he is going to get you some indie results, gentlemen. All right, last one. I got Washington in the state of Washington, the town of Bellingham. April 27th, 1995, Championship Wrestling USA at the Whatcom County Sports Arena. The Power Ranger defeated JT Styles. If you're in Washington, this guy's going to be on the card. C.W. Bergstrom defeated Caveman. Is it Kinder or Kinder? Hopefully it's Kinder. Caveman Kinder. Or maybe he's a kinder caveman. I don't know.
It's the kinder caveman.
Kinder caveman. Fire. Jimmy Jack Funk pinned Iron Man Mike Roselli after using a cowbell on Roselli. The Serbian
Jack Funk, man.
What's that?
It's a good old Jimmy Jack Funk. They were like, from a distance, people might think this is Terry.
Yeah. And he fucking rolled with it for fucking 10 years.
Yep, good for him.
WWF gave him the Funk name, and he was like, I'm a Funk.
Yeah. And also, after your brother fucks everything up,
right?
I can't go back to being a bar. God damn.
The Serbian Liberated Army Movement.
That's a lot.
Defeated Rocket Randy Tyler and Carl Pope. I'm sure they were a foreign. However, if you look at it, let me read that again. Serbian Liberated Army Movement. Slam.
Yeah.
Anyway.
God damn it.
Once I read
you know what? They tried.
They did. Once I read it again, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll give it to them. Like most indie guys are just like, in 95. Like in 95. Most of them were just like, we're the terrorists.
Yeah.
You know? They at least tried. So good for them.
And then in the main event, Hercules pinned the Clown. Not Doink the Clown, just the Clown.
Where was that at?
It was in Washington, Bellingham, Washington.
It's weird. I was like, hey, maybe if they were in New York, they're like, can't do Doink. Just get the Clown. Yeah, I was surprised it said Doink. Back off.
Well, God damn it, Doink's dead.
Doink is dead. The guy was like, I can't believe this false advertising. Doink is dead. It's another Doink. Just like that, the guy was just like, it's another Doink. Like,
well, and it's like your life is really that sad that you have to take up exception to this shit.
Yeah.
Like, good God.
In Chillicothe, Ohio, at the fucking armory.
Somebody needs to get laid.
Yeah. For a fucking, another hobby. It's like, settle the fuck down, man.
Calm your tits.
Like, yeah. This fucking guy wanted to be like, Doink is dead. I don't know what you're doing. You're not smart, man. You're actually a big fucking idiot.
You're pretty pathetic, actually.
Yeah, you're a fucking moron.
Well, for not having anything to do when we started, this turned out all right. My fuck up actually turned into a pretty decent show. Next time around, hopefully I can find this friggin' notebook that I can't find anywhere. I literally usually put everything in the same notebook for every show that we do. I just fill up notebooks and then throw them in the filing cabinet when they're done. I've got all my notes from all of our shows for the past 9 years. But
that's what I do too.
I don't know where this note. I don't know why I used a separate notebook. Maybe it was because I wanted to keep the draft thing organized. But I have no idea where this notebook is. But I'm gonna find it hopefully by the next time we do a show. And you can listen to my silly fantasy booking for 1995. But I want to thank everybody for joining us on this edition of the We Can't Wrestle podcast. Aaron, this beginning of spring edition of the We Can't Wrestle podcast. And do you have any parting words for our listeners?
Just thanks for listening. Rate, review, share, do all that. And if you haven't listened to it yet, we have 2 episodes out of Pot on the Mountain, and listen to those and do the same for them.
our show about Smoky Mountain Wrestling. And to make it easy for you, you don't even have to subscribe to another feed. I just put those episodes right here in the We Can't Wrestle podcast feed. So like Aaron said, take a listen to those. And if you want to follow along with us, you can hit the Smoky Mountain Wrestling playlist up on YouTube. That being said, we're going to sign off here. We'll see you next week, hopefully for my fantasy booking of my roster from 1995. Until then, have a great week, everybody. Enjoy again this first week of spring. I'm sure it'll get cold again before it gets warm, but let's enjoy it while it lasts. And we'll see you next time here on the We Can't Wrestle podcast.
Yeah.